is an introductory video to the video for tract 31 at Eagles Ridge within Hawks Roost. So this is the MapRight map, and just really quickly, here's Highway 14. The easement road comes off of Highway 14, and then it's just a few hundred feet, a few hundred yards, I guess, and you'll see the property on the right directly borders the easement road. I'm going to switch to the topo map for a second. Hopefully, if the internet works here. Come on, there we go. Okay, so it's actually basically flat on the south side. If you're familiar with topo maps, you can see that it slopes down gently. These lines are not close together, they're spaced out, and that indicates a gentle slope. And here toward the north half, we've got this creek bed. So you'll probably see that in the aerial, the drone video, which will be the other video. We'll have two, the ground video and the drone video. And you'll probably see this creek bed, which probably, well, it almost definitely will not have water in it year-round. Excuse me. But it probably has a gravel bottom, and that's pretty cool. If you're building, you can have a free source of gravel. So let's switch back really quickly to the satellite map. You'll want to look at the drone video, of course, but if memory serves, there's some good timber here. These cedar trees are going to be cool, and then the more moderate logging was toward the middle and the north side of the property. Although this southeast corner, I believe, had been logged. So you've got the areas that were logged, which could be opened up for building sites, because the big timber will be gone already, so that saves you some work. But if you like some nice timber, there is some good timber on here as well, toward the south side, southwest side, these cedar trees and whatnot. So a lot of different places to build or camp. I know I'm really trying to keep this short, but there's so much to see. I'm going to switch to street map for a second. Okay. Is that what I wanted? Okay, I'm going to put on, I'm trying to do this. I'm under pressure here because I know everybody's time is valuable. I'm going to do the layer that shows the federal and state lands, so that should pick up the national forest. There we go. So huge tracts of Mark Twain National Forest in the area. So here's the property. Take Highway 14 to the east for like, I don't know, 3 miles, and you've got National Forest all over. So you can hunt within that. This is the North Fork River running through that. Runs down here to Twin Bridges, which is a cool place to stay. If we were to, I'm going to zoom out a little more. Okay, so again, here's the property, large property. This is going to be West Plains, Missouri, over here to the east. You've got all this national forest. And then let's go to the west, and you'll see Ava. There's Ava, Missouri, to the west. If you can see where my little cursor is. This overview is turning into a full-blown thing. To the north, we've got Mountain Grove. Northeast is Willow Springs. Northwest is Mansfield, which puts you about 30-40 minutes from Springfield, which is where our office is. And then just for fun, let's go south. Again, here's the property. Directly south, this is Norfolk Lake. Over here, that's Bull Shoals Lake, both really popular lakes. I mean, there's just almost an endless variety of stuff to do here. So please check out the videos. You can check out the property on our website at InstantAcres.com if it's still available. If not, then, well, I hope we didn't waste your time, but it'll give you an idea about this property, and you can take a look at our other properties, and I know we'll be able to find something that'll work for you. We love the Ozarks, and we're so excited to share them with you.
We're parked at the easement road on the south side of the property. We're facing left, so that's the land on the right side of the road. The map shows this is tract 31 at Hawks Roost. We haven't done a drone video yet. We really haven't seen this property other than driving by it a few times on the gravel road. So I've been excited to really check this out and see what's going on. Here at the south, kind of the southeast corner, we've got an area that was fairly heavily logged. I can see a lot of medium-sized trees remaining, but this was just logged, and we're going into the first winter since the logging. So it looks as bad as it will ever look, basically. By springtime and next year, when these trees start to leaf out, things will change drastically. And within a couple years, when these limbs and all that stuff rot away and the trees really start to go crazy, this will look completely differently. But even right here, as I look to the north, a couple hundred feet, we got some good timber up there. See if I can zoom in on that. You can see those cedar trees, and there are some other trees there as well. As we get a little further to the west on the road frontage, we actually run into some pretty solid timber here. I'm really anxious to do the drone video and get a good look at this property because from what I see here, at the south side anyway, this looks really good. All the tracts at Hawk's Roost were logged, but they were logged to varying degrees. Some properties were logged heavily, some were very, very lightly logged, if at all, and most of them are a mixture of parts that were logged heavily and parts that were not. I can actually see an old fence back there. It's tacked to that big tree. Old-time wooden fence post. I love this area. This property is not far at all off the paved road, but it is private because it does sit back a few hundred feet from the highway. It looks basically level here by the county road, and then it slopes down according to the topo map as you go north. Plenty of room to get off and build. You've got to be 100 feet off the road minimum, but with this you've got all that and more. When we do sites, ideally we try to get several hundred feet back and angle the driveway a little bit, and that way your site is completely private. But some people prefer not to have quite that much privacy, and that's up to you. We haven't done anything to most of these tracts at Hawk's Roost. We decided to sell them just as they are, get the price as low as possible to reflect the fact that we just really haven't done a lot out here. So it was a good opportunity to price these low and give everybody a chance to kind of get in on a good deal on a piece of land in a great location. Very close to the National Forest, very close to the North Fork River, to Bryant Creek, two popular rivers. North Fork River, in fact, is one of the top trout fishing rivers in the United States. Pretty awesome. I haven't fished for trout in the North Fork, but I've fished in general and caught some nice bass. We'll do a drone video as well, so look for that on the listing page. That's a great way to get a close, up-to-date look at a property. Let us know if you have any questions at all. You can email us at sales@instantacres.com, or you can call us in the office, of course. But definitely check out our website at InstantAcres.com. If this property is available, then we'll have it on the website, probably under the Hawk's Roost link. So check it out. Looks like a lot of potential on this property. This could make someone a really, really pretty spot for a home or a cabin or just a campsite or a place to do some hunting a couple times a year. InstantAcres.com.